Well, welcome back to another aquaponics video. I'd be a silly bugger, wouldn't I? Because in all my videos, I whinge about it not working. Look, it's actually worked. Yeah. What did I do differently than all the other videos? Well, nothing. I know. I think it's maybe the temperature at the moment. Our water temperature's been 24, 25 degrees Celsius. So whatever that is in Fahrenheit, 70 something. I think maybe the systems, and if you haven't seen any of my other videos, all this is just spray painted PVC pipe with holes in it. This is the cheap eBay systems you can get. Obviously there's no plant in that one, but they have little tiny pots like that. You put your seeds in there, have a light on top, and they grow. And the water just gets pumped with a tiny little pump down there into here, goes through, and then back out into the tub. I have filtration, like a lot of filtration. I have a lot of tubs actually. Yeah, 5-foot tubs, 5-foot tubs, 4-foot tubs, 10-foot swimming pools, stingrays, and lots of monster fish in a 9-foot tank. Yeah, this is 9 foot by 4 foot. Big peacock bass, hello, hello. And more stingrays and giant gouramis and stuff like that. So all the waste of these fish is pumping through and going through there. I think the reason it didn't work to start with was my light was too high and my seedlings got elongated, which you can sort of tell with some of the spinach. But look at it now. That has grown crazy. I haven't actually done anything different. My pH is still about that 6.2, 6.5 sort of range, which is apparently a little bit too high for some of these leafy greens. I have no nitrite, so NO3. It's, yeah, never been very high in the system, and I feed kilos of food a day, but it is a lot of litres. I can't remember how many. I think that's each tub is 1,000 litres, plus that, which is 2,500 litres. So we have a lot of water volume. I do small water changes, not crazy water changes, like maybe 400 litres a week, which sounds crazy, but if I don't do water changes, my water goes extremely acidic. And obviously things like the fish and the plants take up trace elements and minerals out of the water. So you can't use plants to just absorb bad crap out of the water like nitrates and phosphates and expect your water to be fine, because it sucks up all the good stuff as well, obviously, because plants just don't feed off fish poo. Even though the internet kind of tells you that it's all perfect and works out fine. But yeah, the internet, everyone knows the internet's just a bit rubbish. But check them out. Look at that. Actually, I don't know what's happened to that leaf. That leaf's got a little bit mingy. We're going to remove that leaf because we're paranoid about stuff like, yeah, sort of mites and so on and so on. Where is my gourami? Who wants a leaf? Well, look at the peacock bass. They're like, we don't really want a leaf. You should be eating it, and you should be eating it. I don't think they can actually see it up there. Are you going to go for your leaf? No. You watch. That leaf now will clog my overflow. Oh, come on. Wake up, gouramis. Seriously. What was that? Really? No. Oh, look. That peacock bass has seen the leaf, but you're not a vegetarian. Okay, we're just ignoring that. Benji, what are you doing? Quick, quick, watch out! You little wiggly boy. Yeah, but just a quick video to say that this is actually working. I'm going to harvest all this, and most of these are spinach. There are a few bits and pieces of lettuce, obviously, but it's ready to harvest. I know. So it's sort of a little bit of a shame too, because it's working. I need to harvest it. Then I'm going to fit something back there. And I'm not entirely sure if I want more spinach. Spinach seems to work really well this time of year. I'm surprised the lettuce has worked, but it's a type of lettuce that will survive in the heat. And we get like 35-degree days here, so obviously it struggles with other stuff. But I think some of the lettuce is actually starting to go to seed, so I really need to completely take all that out. I'm not entirely sure what that was, but it went to seed super early, so obviously it's something that won't survive in, yeah, like the heat. But any suggestions on what to grow in here? Obviously some sort of fast growing leafy green thing would be great. And I think this has worked because the roots are long enough to pick up all the detritus and stuff. So it's got something to hold on to. Yeah, so the water doesn't actually go through the filtration then into this system like a lot of people think it does. It's a little tiny pump in that tub there. There's 2 big peacock bass in there. And yeah, like all their waste goes through and goes into here before it goes back in there, then back into the overflow, through my pre-filter sponges, through my pump, into my biofilter, and another pump into that big biofilter over there. So yeah, there is a lot of nutrients in there, but any suggestions on what to actually grow under there would be awesome. But look at that, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? This system, which is on the same system, and these are, I keep getting it wrong, cucumbers, not zucchinis. We've had a few disasters with this, but it is currently working a lot better than it was. And I think the same sort of thing, the water going through, and there's obviously a tub here, the water gets pumped up, goes through, and then just trickles back in there. So you can sort of see the water there, there's a few roots in there. I think the roots weren't getting enough nutrients, like they needed something to hold on to. So I've got like an active plant substrate in the bottom of this, just a little bit underneath, so the roots can actually dig into it and take off. And it seems to have worked. Like my first couple of batches of plants I tried were a fail. We had bugs wipe out one whole entire lot, and then the other ones were just super, super thin. And these are starting to get girthy and thick. And I've noticed there's some actual flowers. Probably male flowers, as my accountant has told me, but it starts with male flowers. Hopefully we'll have female flowers, and then we'll actually have cucumbers. So I've just got, obviously, what are they, chain things up there so they can keep growing up. I'm not going to raise the light, I'm just going to leave it like that so that they get enough light there, and then they get some morning light, you know, for half the day sort of thing. And I think that one over there, if we go around our mess, is already stretching, so it may end up going up there and doing its thing. But that is kind of working super well. The original one that was there in my last video, nope, it got wiped out by bugs. So I'm on bug control probably like 50 times a bloody morning and 50 times a night at the moment. Yeah, little buggers. Oh, I did get some more tomatoes. What are these? Pot prize. I don't even know what type they are. But we're going to do them in a different hydroponic system. And talking about hydroponics, holy moly, look at that. This is why I like hydroponics and I didn't like aquaponics, because hydroponics goes off. Look at it. So this is only, what, 3 or 4 weeks old? We've already got flowers. That's potential tomatoes right there. Woohoo! But yeah, that has got absolutely crazy. So I do need to do another update video on this system. I've got stakes now, and I have zip tied them to the stakes, and I've trimmed a lot of the leaves down the bottom. But I'm just going to sort of leave this system as is. And yeah, a lot of them have hit the top. I'm not even going to cut them. I'm just going to let them hit the top and do their thing and see how they go. I know, is that famous last words? Yeah, you should have cut the tops off. I don't know. Do you reckon I should cut the tops off just, you know, to make sure they don't all go crazy, or should I just leave it? I'm not entirely sure. So comment down below if you think I should. But look at that. Yeah, that is crazy. I think I'll probably just need to thin out a few more of the leaves. I have not seen any mites. Oh, I don't even like using the word mites. And there hasn't really been many caterpillars. There's been 1 or 2, but that is about it. If you haven't seen this system in my other videos, they're just bato buckets, which are Dutch buckets, and it's on a solar pump, so the water pumps from that through this black poly pipe stuff into each of these. It overflows in there. There's your tail, Benji, and goes through the pipe back into that. It is a simple system, and the reason we use that is we don't have to water them ever. They just grow. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. Doesn't get much light on that side, obviously, lots of light along here, and the main light it gets obviously is here. And I've just got a protective cover at the top, because when it rains, and that's going to damage all the leaves and it's going to dilute my hydroponic solution. But that is it, and that's just perlite doing its thing. Look how well they've grown. I know, this is so far a success, but hopefully we'll get lots of cool tomatoes off them soon. I haven't put a cage around the side because I haven't seen any noticeable grasshoppers on this side yet. I say yet because, yeah, around the front is a complete nightmare with grasshoppers, if you've seen my last few videos about the garden. But yeah, how cool is that? Anyway, just a quick update to say, yes, aquaponics is working. It just takes a lot longer than hydroponics, I think. Yeah. So any suggestions on new stuff to do with the aquaponics once I harvest all the stuff in there would be great. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to plant in there, but how good is that? I'm quite happy with that. It worked. Yay. There's Benji. What are you doing? He's a little boy. What's your tail? What's your tail? Anyway, see you in the next video.